Hi and welcome to the channel. I didn't really know how to start the channel, to be honest, because I've got plenty of video ideas, but I haven't introduced you to any of the horses, so I thought I'm going to have to start it by introducing you to all the horses. Let me just check. The fence isn't on. It's fine. And so I thought I would just start by introducing you to each horse. I've got 3 horses and a little pony, so I'll just talk to you about all of them individually. And yeah, the channel is going to be for, obviously at the moment, and I don't know if there will be for the rest of the season, I can't do any event vlogs because eventing is what I do, and ideally I'd want to do eventing vlogs on this channel, but obviously, as everyone will know, coronavirus has put us all in lockdown, so we're not allowed anywhere. So yeah, I just thought I may as well start now while I've got a lot of time on my hands, because I've always wanted to start a YouTube channel. So I thought I may as well start now while I've got no excuse not to start doing it. So first up, here's Phoenix. She is a 16-2 chestnut mare. She's a thoroughbred cross, and she is 10 years old, along with the other 2. So Phoenix, we've not had long at all. We've had her about 2 months, and fly on me. We weren't really looking for a horse at the time. My instructor said she had her, and we've got Keira, who I'll tell you more about later, but she's very talented, but she's not very consistent. So we wanted one that would bring in consistent results, because Keira just has got too much of an attitude for that. So my instructor came to us and said she had Phoenix. Phoenix has done about 4 seasons of 100, and then last season my instructor stepped her up to novice. She did 4 novices on her, and quite successfully she was placed in at least 3 out of 4, maybe all 4. So yeah, she did 3 seasons with her old owner and then a season with my instructor. So because of this coronavirus, you will not be seeing us in action for a long time. So I might put some clips in here of the first time I jumped her and the course we did, and any other little videos I have of her. So I'll put them in here.
That's it. 1, 2, 3, and squeeze. Good. Looking. Leg 2, 3, and squeeze. Wait, and squeeze. 3. Better. Now carry on like that. Pressure goes on in front of the face. Come on, wake up. Leg 2, 3, and squeeze.
My aim with her is, well, it was just to do a couple of 100s on her this season and step her up to novice halfway through the season, but I don't think that will be happening. I don't know if we'll get any events in this season, so I don't think we'll be stepping up to novice this season. So if eventing continues towards the end of the season, we'll just get a few 100s in. If it doesn't, then next season will just be the plan of this season, because there's nothing we can do about it. So yeah, I think that's everything. So next up is little Rossi, and I'm just walking him off because he's just been lunging, because he is being broken in at the moment. So Rossi is a 4-year-old Welsh Section A pony. There he is. He's about 12 hands, and my brother is 2.5, so nowhere near old enough to be, well, not old enough to be riding yet. But we bought Rossi because, as you would have seen, Keira, I don't know if you would have seen Keira yet, but you will see Keira. She is, I'll tell you all the story and everything. She struggles with separation anxiety. So originally Rossi was bought as a companion for her for when we take Duncan out, because we haven't had Phoenix long, obviously. Obviously we knew at some point he would have to be broken, and if my baby brother's interested, he'll obviously be for him. So this is Rossi. He came from Wales. I remember we went on a long trip to Wales. I took my friend along with me. I went to visit him. Then my dad picked him up one day while I was at school and went all the way to Wales again. That's all where we are with Rossi. At the moment I'm just lunging him. He's obviously in his bit, so he's been bridled and bitted. Haven't put a saddle on him yet, and that's what we're doing at the moment with him. Yeah, so that's little Rossi, and the little one of the family. Good boy. So, next up is Duncan, who's currently just munching on some hay, which I put on the floor for him. So he's just standing in for the afternoon while I sort Keira out. We've had Duncan for just under 4 years now, and he was bought also from my instructor. But I don't know why we did, but we bought him when my mum was pregnant with Max, and obviously he is for my mum. And she obviously couldn't ride him because she was pregnant. So for the first year I tried to ride him. I was 13 and I am small for my age. So he is really strong. Really strong. So I couldn't hold him. 1 minute, I'm just going to talk to my baby brother. Say hello.
Maxie.
You're Maxie. So for the first year of having Duncan, it was just me, and obviously I was too small on him, and he was really strong. So it was just awful. If I've got any videos, because I think I did Peace Pony Club, area show jumping and eventing, and it was just awful in both because he was too strong for me. I could not hold him, so we just trashed through the courses. If I've got any videos, I'll put them in now. So I had a look for the Pony Club area show jumping video, and I couldn't find it on any phone or anything. So I had to use this video instead, which is from a local venue which we go to quite regularly, and it was around the same time as that. As you can see, it is quite messy, but it's nowhere near as bad as the area show jumping. We literally trashed the course and I had no breaks, but this is a bit more civilised, so sorry, but this will have to do. So yeah, Duncan, I haven't actually spoke about him. He is a Irish sports horse. He's 16.2 and he is also 10 years old. So all he had really done before we got him is like arena eventing and show jumping, like unaffiliated stuff. So that's all he's really done. For the last like 2 years or so, Mum's really struggled with getting her confidence back. What's wrong? Duncan! So for the last like couple of years or so, Mum's really struggled with getting her confidence back since having Max. So they've just kind of been doing low level show jumping, like 80s, unaffiliated dressage, etc. But she does want to event eventually. So we've decided that I'm probably going to event him next year. Obviously, low level might start at 80 and get some 90s done. Hopefully, eventually, once my mum's got going on him, I can step him up to 100 and do a couple of 100s on him. Because since we've had Phoenix, my mum said that she will share them all a bit more, so we're all riding them. and hopefully I can event Duncan up to 100 eventually, because I think he's perfectly capable, and yeah, he's just greedy, munching on his hay. So yeah, that's Duncan and everything about Duncan. I don't think I've missed anything out, but yeah. So it's a lot later now, and last of all for me to introduce you to is Keira, who is a 15 to 10-year-old dun mare. She is a thoroughbred cross Welsh D, and she's the special girlie. She's off, I don't know what she's doing. We bought her 3 years ago, and we weren't really looking for a mare, to be honest. I was moving from ponies onto horses, and we didn't want anything too big because I'm quite small for my age, hence the fact that she's 15 too. So yeah, we didn't really want a mare. We told my instructor geldings only, because now you'll know we bought all my horses off my instructor. She finds all our horses for us. So yeah, we always get our horses through her, obviously, apart from little Rossi, who's is over there. So yeah, but she knew a dealer, and she was told that it was a mare. I mean, it was a gelding that was coming, but it actually turned out to be a mare. But she said, come anyway, she's super talented, come and see. So I'll insert the clip here. That's me jumping her for the first time. As you can see, just from riding her, we knew she was super talented, and that's something that we wanted, because although she was small, we knew she'd be able to clear the fences like a bigger horse and could take me up the levels. So Keira's temperament, she is so dramatic about everything. She is always looking for trouble, always. She pretty much makes a problem out of everything. You get the odd day where she's nice and chilled out, but pretty much every other day she's causing issues. But it's how she is. She's always been the same. We can't take any horses away from her, because we've actually been told her history. When she was younger, she lived with her sister for like 4 years of her life, always kept with her sister. And then her owner sadly died. She had a stud, so she had loads of horses, and obviously they were all ripped apart, and Keira was sent for breaking. So I think that's part of the reason why she's so bad. But it's how she is. We've learnt to deal with it, and we know how to cope with her now. So, and I would hope that we would never ever sell Keira, because she's my special girl, and I would know, if I had it my way, I would never sell her. But I don't know if my parents agree. She's a bit of a pain, but yeah. So what I've done with Keira so far is we've done 2 seasons. We did a season at 90 and a season at 100, and tried to step her up to novice. So we did try and step her up to novice, as I said, at the end of last season. We did 3 novices. None of them went well. So the first one was Shelford, I believe. She went quite well there, I think. Her dressage was probably quite bad. I don't think we did very well in the dressage. From what I remember, I'm not that sure. I think she had a pole or 2 in the show jumping, which was fine. I think she was just a bit heady. That's usually the problem if she's knocking poles. And then cross country was really annoying. It was fence 9, so quite far into the course. And it was a trainer, and I've never had an issue with a trainer ever, not in training, anything. So I was quite shocked that we had a refusal there. And she nearly had a refusal the second time, but then decided to take off from a standstill. So yeah. And then our next novice was at Allerton Park. And as I've said, she's quite temperamental, and we were going around to start a show jumping. Hadn't gone through the start, what they call the start timers yet, or like the start line, hadn't gone through it yet. and we were cantering around to start, and she spooked at some banners on the edge of the arena and ended up knocking the end timer, and we were told we were eliminated for it. We asked if we could run HC and they wouldn't let us even do that. Well, they did. They were going to let us do that. But then the under 18 coordinator, I think it was, told us we weren't allowed. It's quite annoying because we'd obviously travelled so long and it is expensive. This isn't Keira, this is Rossi. And obviously it is quite expensive to event, so that was quite annoying. I don't know what else there is to say about Keira. So with Keira, my parents wanted to sell her this season, but I don't think she's very saleable at the moment just because of our record. So obviously if they run, we would love to get a novice in by the end of the season. If not, it will have to be next season, and if it is next season, we'll be wanting to step her up to intermediate by the end of the season. Because we know you can jump the high, it's just if she feels like playing ball on the day, really, isn't it? She's so naughty. So yeah, I'm going to get on because I think they want feeding and putting to bed, although they're quite enjoying munching on some hay. So I'm going to get on and put her to bed. So I think this will be the end to this first video. So I hope you all enjoyed, and yeah, bye bye. Goodbye.